Well, with the anime getting more popular, a movie had to be made to capture the hype. But what kind of movie can be made that'll bring in the crowd? How about a movie starring two of the rarest Pokemon, Mew and Mewtwo? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, how about movie theaters giving away a rare Pokemon card with the purchase of a movie ticket? Oh, my 11-year-old mind was blown. The hype was beyond real, and every kid was begging their parents to get a ticket to see the movie and get the card, including me. The marketing was brilliant for this movie, as for a brief time, this was the highest grossing animated film. Well, we got our cards, we got our tickets, and we sat in our seats anticipating what we were about to see. With all the hype and ticket sales breaking records, was the movie good? And does it still hold up as a good movie today? Here is our review of Pokemon, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. The story, you guessed it, centers around Mew and Mewtwo. A group of scientists discovered Mew's DNA and decide to try and clone him and even make some improvements. That was when Mewtwo was born. Well, Mewtwo, you've been created out of the blue just to be experimented on some more. How do you feel? He didn't take it so well. Right on cue, Team Rocket's leader Giovanni swoops in to give Mewtwo an excuse to join him and discover his purpose of existence. Eventually, Mewtwo discovers that Giovanni wanted to use him for his own gain. He didn't take it so well. Now, Mewtwo vows vengeance upon the human race. He feels that humans are cruel to Pokemon and sees that the Pokemon are pathetic, just bowing down to the humans like mere servants. So of course, he plans to clone his own army of Pokemon while wiping all of humanity off of the face of the earth. To bring the strongest Pokemon to him, he challenges the best Pokemon trainers across the Kantos region to come to his island for a match. One of the trainers invited is, of course, Ash Ketchum. I'd like to say at this point that I really like the Pokemon movies, as it gives us a break from the mundane formula from the anime. Instead of following Ash and friends on a long journey to catch more Pokemon and badges, we're witnessing an intense case of Pokemon versus humanity. For the first time, the world is facing a desperate situation unlike any other, and it's up to our heroes to save the world. Unlike most other formulas though, at least Ash being involved makes sense. Mewtwo watched him in battle and thought he was strong enough to face his challenge. That and his relationship with his Pokemon intrigued him. Plus, he wasn't the only one at the island. Besides Brock and Misty, 3 other trainers made it to the island accepting Mewtwo's challenge. Ash just happens to be more stubborn, and small enough, to do something even more than the others. Oh hi Team Rocket! You're here too! Well, okay, to be fair, they did try to get the gang to the island while finding out what that invitation party is all about. That's it. On the other hand, their disguise made way for this entirely inclusive joke to happen.
I didn't know Vikings still existed!
They mostly live in Minnesota!
They mostly live in Minnesota!
Wow, only Americans will get that. And American football fans located elsewhere, I guess. Minnesota Vikings! Get it? For the sake of doing a proper review of this old movie, I'm going to talk about the ending. To anyone who hasn't seen the movie, spoiler warning. Mewtwo is able to create his clone army, and once Ash is able to bring the other Pokemon from the lab, Mew shows up. Not really wanting to fight or intervene, he just shows up. Just because he's curious. Look at that little guy. He's having fun on the windmill. Oh my god, he's so cute! Mewtwo still challenges him to a match to prove who is stronger, and thus a fight between Pokemon and clones commences. While the humans stand back to watch in horrified awe, and commenting on how awful fighting really is, Ash tries to intervene by getting in the middle of Mew and Mewtwo's fight.
Oh no!
are freaked out. Holy crap, is Ash dead? Mommy? Mommy, why? Ash can't be dead! Mommy, wake up and pay attention! Of course Ash didn't die thanks to magical Pokemon tears, but damn, did we experience some feels for the first time? Just watching Pikachu cry really got to me as a kid. From seeing this great sacrifice, Mewtwo's perspective changes as he relays one of the most powerful messages in anime history.
I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
That's an amazing lesson for all of us to learn. No matter how or where you're born, it's what you do with your life that matters. Too bad our heroes will never remember that since Mewtwo erased their memories. Yeah, like that. He collects the clones and flies away while wiping away their memories. He's got his reasons, but yeah, they won't be able to remember anything they learned from this experience. Some people call this a cheap ending, but I didn't mind it that much. For those of you who saw this in theaters and got the first VHS tape or DVD, the movie came with a Pikachu short called Pikachu's Vacation. Basically, it's about Pikachu and the other Pokemon going to their very own park to have some fun, only to rival up against a group of Pokemon causing trouble for them. It was a cute way to start the movie, but it only led to us into one hell of a dramatic movie. Yeah, look at all the Pokemon! They look so cute and happy here. Oh, now they're in a battle to the death deciding the fate of humanity. What are my feels doing? Out of all the anime movies I've seen that spawned from the original anime, I think Pokemon really knew how to make damn good movies. The series alone kept following the same formula season after season, so it was refreshing to step away and enjoy a new story from the Pokemon world. Mewtwo Strikes Back was the first one to come, and it was a great way to start the movie franchise. Does it still hold up today? In some ways, I think it does. I can watch this over and over again without feeling disappointed or thinking it hasn't aged well. The dialogue is still good since the story is based in a timeless fantasy world, and it's still kinda relevant as long as the Vikings don't leave Minnesota. Overall, I highly recommend watching Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back. The action and drama are intense with stellar animation and an intense antagonist for our heroes to face. After all, Mewtwo is a new kind of villain that's just not another generic villain like Team Rocket or Giovanni. Mewtwo is dark, yet an understandable opponent since he's a Pokemon that wasn't naturally born and has no idea what to do with himself. Humans brought him into this world, they want to use him, and he won't stand for it. He's mad, he sees humans as monsters, and wants to change the world to be the way he sees fit. His resolution at the end makes sense as he is able to see humanity at its best after seeing them at their worst. With an amazing antagonist like Mewtwo facing off against our heroes, you're in for a real treat with this movie. Now with how well they did this movie, could they do it again with the next? We'll find out next time. In the meantime, be sure to watch Pokemon the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, once again, or check it out if you haven't. It's a good movie that I enjoy watching from time to time, and I highly recommend you all watching it. To celebrate 20 years of Pokemon, be sure to grab your copy of Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back, available online and maybe even at your local DVD store. Want to support the production? Check out our brand new store on Store Envy. For a small price, you can have a one-of-a-kind poster made by yours truly. If you can only give a small amount to help us out, check out our Patreon page. Any amount you wish to give us goes towards our production needs, so anything you can give us helps us a lot. To keep up with the latest in Anime America stuff, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Tumblr. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe to Anime America for more awesome reviews and top 10 lists. If you're interested in anything of pop culture, be sure to subscribe to Pop Spectrum. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned to Anime America.